Hey everybody, it's Ty, Old Home Rescue, and we are back at our 1940s siding restoration project. It's really exciting to be back at this one after a crazy cold fall ice storm. Almost all of the neighborhoods that we work in lost power. They've been without power for about 10 days. Most of them have gotten it back now, but we are here, and I want to walk you around this project, give you an update, and show you the absolute best siding that you can use on your old house. So follow me as you get an update on this project. So I'll start here in the back, and as you can see where that old fiber board was at, we've taken that off back here, got that all removed, and have put up zip before we put up the new siding. Now on this back add-on, this is not original to the house, we're actually using Hardie plank by James Hardie siding, and we're gonna be using the smooth texture, which we find is the most appropriate for this time period. Not the like cedar mill or the one with the stamped wood grain. And I think it's going to look really good as we put that on. Of course, if you don't remember, if you haven't watched the video, the link to it is below. But this had aluminum siding all the way around this add-on and then covering up, cladding the original historic siding. So we've taken all that down, and now we're back to the zip board. And I think it's going to be really great, and it's actually going to also, it's going to improve the efficiency of this house and also going to reduce the air infiltration and make this just way more energy efficient. We've also done some work to that window right up there that we've, I think, put a new sill on it, and we've replaced some of the siding up there. This window right behind me was one that Morgan pointed out in our original walkthrough that was going to get a new sill, and we've got that completed. It's actually got a brand new Accoya sill that was custom made to replicate this original window. It's been installed, and of course, it being Accoya wood is going to last forever, and it looks great and it looks amazing. Behind me here in the in between the two houses on the side, Pat's up there working. He is finishing up the restoration of the window trim, replacing the window trim around that original wood window, and it's gotten a new sill, and we're reinstalling the drip caps. When the siding contractor that blew through here, 40 years ago and replaced all of this with aluminum, they knocked off all of the drip caps on the original window. In addition to that, they knocked off all of the drip caps that go around the house. And so we're putting all that back on before we complete the siding project. And of course, here's where you can see where the original house meets the add-on, and where we're gonna go from Hardie right here to the Accoya siding on the original part of the house. Here's one of the windows. Of course, this was all covered by aluminum, but here's one where we've installed the wood drip cap right there already on it. And then once again, all around this house, we've gone through and replaced the sills with new Accoya sills. And you can see behind me here, the Accoya siding. So this has got all new. Pat, do you need to get around me?
No, I'm going to get next to you.
All right.
I can get this side.
So you can see we've got the Accoya siding right here installed, and down at the bottom where it was rotting and damaged. But the rest of this was in really, really amazing condition. Mike's behind me, and he's finishing up that corner right there. This is a little kind of bay type window that, if you remember from the original video, was completely rotted out and destroyed by that clad siding. But Mike has replaced almost all of that siding with the new Accoya replica siding, and he's actually reinstalling the original corner caps that were on this house. Now, I think it's really nice to have like a wood corner, but we also want to be original and maintain the original character. And so just putting the corner caps, the metal corner caps back on it, look great and look like this house would have looked. So here's that triple window right here, and of course, all the siding has been replaced right here. And you can see we also redid all of the casing, the sill, and the drip cap there. So to really kind of finish this off, we're working on another window right beside me. So that's what the noise is. But what I want to show you is this corner. Now, if you remember from the other video, this corner was completely gone. And I think, Mike, how many How many studs did you add to this thing?
12.
We had to put 12 new studs back in this that were completely destroyed. Now you see back in here, if you'll remember the old video, this was all gone. I mean, and I say all gone, I mean the siding was gone, the studs were gone, everything was gone. And this Accoya siding looks great. And I actually want to give you a view of the corner. Now, this is an exact match off of the original, and it allowed us to tie in to the original. So we didn't have to replace everything on this house. We just had to replace what was absolutely necessary. And we custom ran this here in Oklahoma City, and it just looks amazing. And it being Accoya, it's got a 50-year warranty against rotten termites. It is the absolute best product to use if you're trying to maintain the historic authenticity of your house while getting the longest lasting product available. Now you see behind me that black line right there. Get out of the sun. Yeah, that black line right there. Well, that's where the drip cap, the original drip cap, was knocked off. And it's actually really an important part of a siding project when you're using wood siding. And that's what's gonna keep the water, man, the sun keeps getting in the way. That's what's gonna keep the water off of the house. It's gonna keep the water from rotting out your siding. And it was just knocked off when the guys did the cladding. And we actually have it made, and it is, see if I can get it up here real quick. And this is all that it is. And you can see it's got a little groove there so that when water comes, it'll wick the water, and the water won't wick back right there. You know, not everything is replaced on this project. We kind of use all the tools in the toolbox, if you will, on these. So right there, and it's actually missing a shutter. Just noticed that. I wonder what our plan is for that. But right there in that corner right there, rather than replace this sill, it didn't need to be fully replaced. We actually just used a wood epox wood restoration system. So we used the liquid wood to harden it, and then the wood epox to build it up and to recreate that sill. And that, once again, is gonna last forever. I will drop a link to Abatron and the wood epox restoration system in the description below. So here we are, we're on this will be the east side of the house. We're getting close to making our way over here. We've got to do the sill and casing around this window and the drip cap around this window. And we walked through all of this on the original walkthrough of this project. I think this is the third video we've done in this series. And if you want to see part one of this project, check out the video right here. And I want to encourage you to support our mission by subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.